Imagine you pour all your energy into trying to earn the respect of a woman, only to watch it slip through your fingers despite all your efforts. Many men mistakenly believe that boundless kindness, lavish gifts, and constant attention are the keys to winning a woman's admiration. But here's the bitter truth. This approach not only fails to achieve your goal, but also easily leads to your own mental breakdown. In this video, we will confront this misconception head-on, combining Stoic philosophy with powerful practical advice. We'll dive into how you can end a woman's disregard and make her regret her actions, all while maintaining your dignity and staying true to yourself. This isn't about playing games or seeking revenge, but about reclaiming self-respect and setting clear boundaries. Get ready to challenge the norms and explore how to take control of your situation. This isn't for the faint-hearted, but for those ready to embrace a Stoic mindset and transform their interactions. Let's build a community of kindness by subscribing to Stoicism for Success right now and sharing it with those you wish to see live with kindness and strength like us. Let's spread these positive values together. Number 1, the well has run dry. Let's not beat around the bush. It's time for a serious talk. You are responsible for how this woman has lost respect for you. By treating her like a goddess, endlessly giving gifts, constantly showing attention, and making meaningless promises, you convince yourself that by doing these things, you'll regain the respect she has long ceased to feel. But here's the harsh reality. This approach is not only wrong, but is bound to fail. Every time you spend your hard-earned money to indulge her whims, every time you bend over backward to please her, you send a clear message. You are teaching her that she can control you without any effort. Through your actions, you show her that all she has to do is show a bit of indifference or coldness, and you'll come running with more to offer. She has learned that she can get what she wants with minimal effort by simply exploiting your desire for her acceptance. And trust me, she will keep exploiting this as long as you allow it. From a Stoic perspective, this behavior is not only self-destructive, but also a surrender of your personal power and dignity. Stoicism teaches us to value self-respect and understand that seeking external validation, especially from someone who doesn't appreciate us, is meaningless. A woman who expects tributes in exchange for respect isn't just playing games, but is manipulating you. She knows exactly what she's doing, and as long as you continue to fuel this relationship, you're digging yourself deeper into emotional dependence. So how do you change this? The answer lies in adopting a Stoic mindset. Just stop, simply stop. Stop spending time, money, and energy on someone who doesn't value you. By letting the well run dry, by cutting off the supply, you strip her of the power to manipulate you. When she realizes her tactics no longer work, she will be puzzled, unsure of her next move. This is when the balance of power shifts back to you. A Stoic who understands the difference between genuine interest and material-driven attention is not easily fooled. You need to develop this emotional insight and apply it immediately. Stop being an ATM, a provider, or a doormat for someone who only shows contempt for you. By refusing to go down this path, you not only protect yourself from disrespect, but also regain respect for yourself. If you keep trying to buy her respect and affection, you're setting yourself up for a life full of disappointment and disrespect. She will continue to mistreat you, knowing she can do so whenever she wants something. And that fault, my friend, will rest entirely on your shoulders. Number 2, embrace indifference. From a young age, we're taught that ignoring bad behavior and rewarding good behavior is key in every area of life, whether it's training pets or maintaining relationships. This principle holds true, but many men forget this important lesson when dealing with romantic relationships, especially when a woman starts showing disrespect. Pause and reflect on Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes self-control, inner strength, and the power of your mind. When a woman starts mistreating you, what's your instinctive response? For many men, it's to chase after her desperately, trying to reclaim what they believe is slipping away. This is a big mistake. Rather than reacting emotionally, a Stoic would advise you to practice indifference, one of your most powerful tools. Imagine dating someone who begins to look down on you, treating you with contempt. Your natural response might be to try harder to win her acceptance, thinking that this way you can mend the relationship. However, this only reinforces her negative behavior. You're showing her that no matter how she treats you, you'll always be there seeking her approval. This is a major error in the eyes of a Stoic. Instead, embrace indifference, not just toward her disrespectful behavior, but toward the person she's becoming in the relationship. By doing so, you force her to face a reality she's unprepared for: the loss of control. No one, especially someone used to manipulating situations, wants to be ignored. When you withdraw your attention, you create a powerful shift. She starts to realize that her tactics, possibly advised by friends or relationship experts, no longer work. Her attempts to control or disregard you now only push you further away, not closer. This is when real change happens. The less attention you give her, the more you control the situation. She'll gradually understand that her behavior, instead of keeping you close, is driving you away. This realization can be a powerful catalyst for change. She may start reconsidering her actions, not because she suddenly has newfound respect, but because she realizes that losing you is a real possibility. If you want to make a woman regret disrespecting you, this strategy is simple yet profound. Stop giving attention to those who don't deserve it. Show her, through your actions, that you are not someone to be looked down on or manipulated at her whim. When she realizes she has lost your attention, she can't help but feel regret for her actions. Eventually, she'll have to show that she truly values and respects you, because if not, you're fully willing to walk away, confident in your own worth. In this way, you embody a Stoic, demonstrating self-respect, inner strength, and control over your emotions. You refuse to be manipulated or demeaned, and by doing so, you not only reclaim your power, but also receive the respect you deserve. Number 3. Reclaim your personal power. When a woman disrespects you or belittles your feelings, you may feel as though her opinion is the final judgment on your worth. But in reality, what's happening is that you're unintentionally surrendering your personal power to her. This is more important than you think. You are allowing her to control your emotions, decisions, and ultimately, your life. According to Stoic philosophy, this is the exact opposite of what we strive to achieve. Stoicism teaches us to maintain control over our thoughts and actions, regardless of external circumstances. The pivotal moment comes when you make an important decision to reclaim what is inherently yours: control over your own life. This begins with understanding a core Stoic belief. No one has the right to diminish your dignity or treat you as if you are undeserving of respect. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, reminds us that we control our thoughts, not external events. Once you realize this, you'll see that her disrespect is merely an external event, one that does not affect your true value unless you allow it to. To reclaim your personal power, you must reevaluate your priorities and establish firm boundaries. Don't let her disrespect dictate your actions or decisions. You have nothing to prove, especially to someone who doesn't recognize your value. The key here is to remember that your worth is not determined by others' opinions, but is rooted within you. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is not about being rude or seeking revenge. Stoicism teaches us to rise above such trivial matters. Instead, it's about taking control of your life and refusing to accept anything less than what you deserve. By focusing on your own growth and well-being, you gain a clearer perspective, you start to understand that your worth is not defined by her or anyone else, but by the standards you set for yourself. Once you reclaim your personal power, her opinion no longer holds sway over you. And here's the irony. At this very moment, she may begin to realize what she has lost. The control she once had over you slowly disappears, leaving her to face the reality that she no longer wields the influence she once did. As you reclaim your personal power, you start attracting people who genuinely respect and value you for who you are. Those who don't need to demean others to feel important. This is the path to true emotional freedom and the foundation of healthy relationships built on mutual respect. So take the necessary steps, reclaim control of your life, rediscover your self-worth, and move on from those who do not give you the respect you deserve. By doing so, you will realize that you have always been the most important person in this story. And as your personal power is restored, you will naturally attract the respect and admiration you deserve. Number 4, embrace complete indifference. One of the most powerful strategies against a woman's disregard is to show complete indifference. A Stoic principle that prevents you from being dependent on her actions. Indifference is a tool that helps you regain control of your emotions and, consequently, control of the situation. Imagine this. A woman accustomed to manipulating your emotions and watching you chase after her every time she acts distant. This gives her a sense of power, a belief that she can control you. But when you adopt the Stoic stance of indifference, you break this cycle. The moment you stop letting her actions affect you, the balance of power in the relationship shifts. She loses the influence she once had, and this unsettles her. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that we should only focus on what we can control, our own thoughts and actions. By embodying this principle, you show her that her attempts to control or manipulate you are futile. She will notice that she no longer holds sway over you, and this will leave her feeling uncertain. When a woman realizes she can no longer manipulate your emotions, she will have to reconsider her actions. This newfound indifference on your part will force her to think about how she's been treating you. When she truly understands that she has lost you, she may find herself in an unexpected position, trying to win you back. Remain steadfast in your indifference, letting your actions and calm, unwavering attitude speak louder than words. By doing so, you not only regain control, but also reinforce the respect you demand in any relationship. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom applied to modern relationships. By mastering yourself, you master the situation. Let's come together to support our community. If you are a kind person, please hit the like button on this video and leave some energetic comments to spread positive vibes. Together, we can make a difference. Number 5, the power of self-respect. The key to regaining respect lies in how you choose to respond. When you elevate your self-respect, you set a standard, a boundary that others must meet if they wish to remain in your life. This is not about arrogance or pride, but about understanding your intrinsic value and refusing to accept anything that diminishes it. Take the time to reassess your boundaries. Are they clear and firm? Do they reflect the respect you have for yourself? For example, if a woman crosses that boundary, you can calmly and decisively respond, showing her that she has crossed a line that you will not allow to be violated again. This will make her aware of the strength in your resolve, and as a result, she may regret her actions. Ultimately, respect is a two-way exchange, but it must start with you. The moment you begin to deeply respect yourself is the moment others have no choice but to respect you, or risk losing you entirely. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy. Standing firm in your value, maintaining calmness, and allowing others to recognize your worth naturally. When you choose to put yourself first, it is the most powerful and decisive action you can take. It's a declaration that you recognize your value and that you will no longer trade your dignity and self-respect for anything less. By choosing yourself, you send a clear and resolute message to the universe. I am enough, I am complete, and I only accept what honors, respects, and values me in this life. This is the ultimate act of spiritual freedom and how you regain control over your life. Number 6. Build a life outside of the relationship. One of the biggest mistakes many men make is centering their entire lives around a relationship, especially when they face disrespect or contempt from their partner. Instinct may push you to pour all your effort into saving the relationship, thinking that if you sacrifice enough, show enough dedication, or prove your worth, you can win her back. But this only harms you, diminishing your self-worth and reinforcing the negative dynamics already present in the relationship. Consider this example. You are a skilled craftsman, capable of creating beautiful things. Instead of honing your skills and creating something meaningful, you waste all your energy trying to fix a broken tool, a tool that no longer serves its purpose. The more time you spend on it, the more time you lose to create something new and valuable. This is similar to a relationship that has become a source of dissatisfaction. By focusing on self-development and building a fulfilling life outside of the relationship, you demonstrate that your happiness and completeness do not depend on anyone else's acceptance. This shift in focus not only helps you restore self-respect, but also sends a powerful message. You're not someone who begs for respect. You demand it. When she sees you no longer playing the role of a desperate lover clinging to a relationship that no longer fits, the power dynamic begins to change. She may start questioning herself, realizing that you are no longer bound by her contempt. By focusing on what you can control, your actions, growth, and mindset, you free yourself from negative chains and become someone naturally respected and admired. The best part is that you'll never have to beg for respect from anyone, as you have earned it by living true to yourself. Number 7. Embrace complete detachment. One of the most powerful strategies for dealing with a woman's disregard is to embrace complete detachment, a Stoic principle. Detachment here means not letting your emotions be dependent on her actions. Detachment is a tool that helps you regain control over your emotions, and therefore control over your situation. Imagine a woman who's used to manipulating your emotions, expecting you to chase after her whenever she withdraws. This gives her a sense of power, a belief that she holds the reins over you. But when you adopt the Stoic attitude of detachment, you break this cycle. The moment you stop letting her actions influence you, the power balance shifts. She loses the control she once had. As Stoic philosopher Epictetus advises us to focus only on what we can control, our own thoughts and actions. By embodying this principle, you show her that our efforts to control or manipulate you are futile. She will realize that she no longer holds sway over you, and this will unsettle her. When a woman realizes she can no longer manipulate your emotions, she will be forced to reconsider her actions. Your newfound detachment will prompt her to reflect on how she has treated you. When she truly understands that she has lost you, she may find herself in an unexpected situation, trying to win you back. Remain firm in your detachment, letting your calm and composed attitude speak louder than words. By doing so, you not only reclaim control, but also reinforce the respect you deserve in any relationship. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom applied to modern relationships. By mastering yourself, you master the situation. Number 8. The power of self-respect. The key to regaining respect lies in how you choose to respond, not in the actions of others. When you elevate your self-respect, you set a standard, a boundary that others must meet if they want to remain in your life. This is not about arrogance or conceit, but about understanding your intrinsic value and refusing to accept anything that diminishes it. Take time to reassess your boundaries. Are they clear and firm? Do they reflect the respect you have for yourself? For instance, If a woman crosses that boundary, you can calmly and firmly respond, letting her know she has overstepped a limit you will not allow to be crossed again. This will make her see the strength in your decision, and as a result, may lead her to regret her actions. Ultimately, respect is a mutual exchange, but it must start with you. The moment you begin to deeply respect yourself is the moment others have no choice but to respect you, or risk losing you altogether. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy: standing firm in your values, maintaining your calm, and allowing others to see your worth naturally. The choice is yours and how you choose to live your life. Choosing yourself is the most powerful and decisive action you can take. It is a declaration that you recognize your value and will no longer trade your dignity and self-respect for temporary attention. When you choose yourself, you send a clear and resolute message to the universe. I am enough, I am complete, and I only accept what honors, respects, and values me. This is the ultimate act of mental freedom and how you take back control over your life. Remember, we control our responses, not the actions of others. By prioritizing yourself, you not only distance yourself from someone who doesn't respect you, but also demonstrate the Stoic principle of self-control. You choose to focus on what you can control: your actions, thoughts, and self-respect. Imagine that you've poured all your energy into someone who barely notices your efforts, treating you as if you're a given, always waiting for your presence. But now, you shift your focus. Your value no longer depends on her recognition. This is how to make a woman regret disrespecting you. Not by trying to change her mind, but by changing your focus. As you elevate yourself, you naturally create distance from those who do not value you, creating a space that only those who truly appreciate your worth can enter. Conclusion. As we conclude this journey, remember that the respect, dignity, and value you seek in relationships are not defined by others' actions, but by how you treat yourself. If there is any change to make, it must start with you, and only you can initiate it. The power lies in your hands, and you have the ability to shape your life as you wish. Thank you for watching this video. Let's support our wonderful community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications right now. Show everyone that you're living kindly by liking the video and sharing your experiences in the comments. Take action now to spread positive energy.